Steph, are you ready to do some talking on another great subject? This is Steph, of course, from Safety Integration, and we've been talking, doing a lot of videos here today, and some great things about staying safe and keeping the workplace safe. We're talking now about annual emergency drills and which ones you should conduct annually.
Right.
So hit us with it.
So number one is easy, fire. We did that in school.
Sure did.
Every year, everybody has to flee. The second one is tornado. Anywhere you live in this country, there's a risk of a tornado.
Yeah.
So you want to know your shelter in place area, do a drill so everybody knows what to do, what the alarm system is. So that one's pretty easy too.
Okay.
One that is coming into the workplace more and more is an active shooter drill.
Yeah, right. We've all seen it in the news.
Right. What the trigger is, whether people are leaving, whether they're sheltering in place. You want to kind of play it out a little bit and have an idea what you're going to do before people are in that situation and freeze.
And when you're talking doing drills for this, I mean, really just running
drills,
through the little
drills.
play acting here. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
And you always have a monitor who looks at the drill as it's unfolding, and then maybe they make some suggestions on the process, the procedure, what didn't go right, what could be improved.
Okay.
But then there's a couple more people don't think about. So one would be confined space rescue. So if I'm in a confined space, I'm required to have a rescue team. But it's not very often that they need to rescue someone. So once a year, you should run a practice drill of rescuing somebody from your confined spaces.
It's just for me. So that might be you're in a confined space and maybe there's gases and boom.
Right.
And it's like people can't just go in, but the ropes around the ankles. How do you?
Yeah. Well, and they have to have all of their equipment. They pretend like they really are, working in that confined space.
Okay,
They have on their scuba gear, or, their tanks if they need it.
Yeah. Wow.
And they're prepared to go in and time how long it took to reach the person, stabilize and get them
out
out
safely.
Right. So another one, a couple more, a medical emergency. Sometimes, of course, when you have a workers' comp injury, an injury at the workplace, you have to call 911. Do they know where to go in your facility? No. Do you think in the middle of an emergency to send somebody outside to wait for the ambulance and guide them in?
That's a good point.
So having a medical emergency drill once a year just kind of gives you that practice. We know what we're doing to get that person to help as fast as possible.
Okay.
And then the last one is something we ran into recently. There was a manufacturer who they were doing something with sulfuric acid and an employee added water to it. And that turns out is a huge no-no. Just clouds and vapor, and they had to evacuate the whole building. But they didn't know what to do after that. They weren't sure.
Are we allowed to go in? Can we go out? Yeah, okay.
Like, how do we go? No, it's okay to go back in. Who do we call? Because when you get into chemicals, then it's the EPA or it's the fire department or, other entities. Yeah. So just if you have a lot of chemicals on site, if you have a lot of those types of procedures in your workplace, you want to make sure that you're looking at what is our process for if this happens, and maybe run through one. So you know who you're calling and what you're doing. And if something needs fixed, it's fixed before lives are on the line.
So there might be quite a many drills any one place might need to do. And that's, you brought up a couple that I didn't think about. I mean, meeting the medical, who you wouldn't even be thinking, because everybody's standing around probably looking at, oh my gosh, when are they going to get here? And it's like, well, then maybe they're here and they have no idea where in the plant to go. Those are things that can. Well, this is why you get folks like Safety Integration, because they think about these things and been doing it for a lot of years too.
Absolutely.
All right. So if you want to get to know them a little better, I have an easy way you can do it. You go right to their website, safetyintegration.com. There's a calendar there. They can schedule a meeting with one of you guys just to. And you even stop out if need be at their place?
If need be. And sometimes people just have questions and they want to know if something is right, wrong, what they should do.
Well, you take advantage of that. Again, that's at safetyintegration.com. You want to visit it right now. And Steph, thanks a lot for this insight.
Thank you so much, Randy.